Go live, go live. Hey guys, we are starting soon. Just wait a second. Hello my friends, welcome back and happy new year to 2023. All right, I just want to thank you so much for joining me here today, and let me say a big hello because it's been quite a while since I have been doing here on live, because I've been having a good time. I have been let's say having a vacation, holidays, and I hope that you had as well, because I've been working a lot in 2022. I think you also have been working, because it was not a very easy year for most of us. And just to see here, who is here already? Okay, let me just see. Hello, hello, Tik, Ariadna, Miplasht. I don't know how to pronounce this. Hello, Angela, Nanad, Melad. No, oh my gosh, I'm very bad to pronounce your names, but that's fine. You guys can understand me, right? Guys, well, let me bring here already the topics that I want to cover, because I want to introduce you here my ideas, what I want to have in this year, what I want to focus more, things like that. And let's see here. Oh, look, this is my screen, right? I hope that you can see. Just to let you know, in case that my screen freezes, because I'm having problem with my video recording software here. Somehow it's freezing, and then I need to restart just the app. But anyway, I want to bring here my plans, right, before we do some actions, because you need to plan your life. You need to have directions, because if you don't have directions, your life will be something not very good. You'll be not satisfied with your life. Call me John Boy. Okay, John Boy, nice. Well, just to let you know before about Affinity issues, we can talk more later. All right, of course you can report here, and then I can discuss with you and bring my opinion about what's happening with the app, if it's going good or not. But in that case, I want to talk here with you about my plans for now. Guys, as we know, 2022 was not very easy year for many people, because of the war. Many things happened. It was not a good year. I think that you think the same. And then I was, a bit frustrated because the past year I worked a lot and I was not very happy with my art somehow, because I wanted to, dedicate to study more. But I was more trying to, create content, to help people, but I didn't help myself, to be honest. So it was, I even told people that I was not happy, and people noticed that I was not happy at all. And then I took a time to, to think about what I want, and then I decided to make things more simplified, basically. And this is what I want for this year, just to let you know about the AI, all right? Because this is a topic that is, making some artists really feel frustrated or, afraid with fear. But AI, it is artificial, intelligence, and basically this can generate images. All right, this AI can generate images. But I was thinking, after my vacation, we don't need to be very afraid about losing jobs in art because of the AI. I think AI cannot just replace artists, because you still need to have someone to command the AI, right? AI don't create only by itself and it's ready to use. There are many works that you need to do, so you don't need to be afraid about AI, all right? For now, I think for the next 20 years. So my thoughts about AI for now is that you don't need to worry. You can use AI just to enhance your visual library, your reference. So use AI for reference. But please, I need to tell you, I want to share here with you my opinion about this, that really concerns me. If you want to use AI, don't, let's say, post the AI in the way that it is generated and say, hey, I made this. I think that it's the same when you generate a phrase like, hey, I want to tell to my girlfriend Sarah that I love her, and then I generate a phrase, ready to use. Let's say, I love you, and then it's so cold and empty. So use AI, smart, clever. Be smart. If you want to use AI, make a job. Affinity. About Affinity, well, we are, in the 2.0 version. Oh, sorry, 2.0, and we still have some issues, a bit laggy because it's a recent version. For the iPad, I'm not using a lot because I'm still not very secure about even create courses using iPad, because I feel like they can change a lot, because I'm not very happy with the interface at this moment. I feel like they could improve more, and that's why I'm still on hold over the course. But I still now have the course for Affinity 2.0 Masterclass that I'm gonna talk later. But for now, I think that we still need to wait. Then to work, of course, they have been working a lot. I mean, the Affinity, the company. I think we need to, let's say, have patience, and support them for now. I think that it's not time for, judge or complain. I think it's time to have patience, because they are humans. They are not going to, let's say, you need to respect people's time. Guys, in this year, this is a brief, I want to focus more in doing what really matters, which means that I want to do less, which means more quality, right? I am even reading a book which is called, Essentialism, the art of doing less but better. So better quality, better quality. So there is something like productivity guys that say, hey, you need to work a lot, you need to earn money, things like that. And I discovered, after a good time, that I've been working a lot to have my freedom, to have my life, in the way that I want. That only works doesn't give you quality of life. All right, so you need to have a balance. So this is what I want. I want to have less things to do, but with better quality. Okay. This is what I want. But my plans for the Vectorize now. Okay, I just want to bring here my plans. And let me see here. Hello, hello Ram. Hello, how are you? Yeah, I'm good, thanks. The Vectorize Club. Okay, now I want to talk here about the Vectorize Club. I will open here. So the Vectorize Club, as you know, it is a community. All right, it's focused on community. It's not about me. It's not about affinity, but it's about people. It's about what people want to create. It's creativity, so basically it's a design, and creativity place. Creativity place. I like to type here because my ideas comes better. So the community that the club is focused to inspire and help each other. All right. So I want to bring this up here because it's very important. Since I started to create the tutorials, I was doing to teach about Affinity, but as the community grows, I feel like people want to help each other. People want to, let's say, get inspiration, have a sense of, a community that accepts you. Okay, this is what I see on the community basically, and I think that this is a good space, that we can focus more in and help each other. And I want to bring here a nice challenge, okay, that we want to add, which is going to be a monthly theme, which means we're gonna do mini challenges, right, per month. And that's why look at this, look at the level that I'm reaching in these plans. I have here a super calendar, but I want to focus in this one for now, January. And we're gonna have here in these Fridays, we're gonna have Doodling class. Okay, I'm going to explain more, but basically we're gonna do a mini challenges. So in this challenge, it's going to be basically 3 per month, which means 1 by week. And then the last week of the month, we're gonna just have a deadline to submit. Okay, which means we're not going to have every week live, because it's, even for me, in the past year I was really burnout. I got really even depressed a bit because I was working very hard, not because of the live, but to prepare the live, to send emails to people, tell people, hey, join me here. And I feel a bit working a lot for not very reward. But I feel like, hey, we can reduce, okay, the challenge, make it simple. And the challenge I want to make it more doodling. All right, what is doodling? If you want to know right now, the doodling that I want to bring on the class, on the challenges, is want to be, let me show you here. Where is my sketch? It's here. This is what I was doing basically. Then I got these 2 ideas that I like most, and this is doodling. Okay, this is what I want to bring more to the club, because it was very hard for me during this many tutorials, is that I was trying to finish the design, but I was not very happy. Sorry, is not sound? Sorry. Another ski, there's no sound. Sorry, I forgot to display. But just to say here, because I forgot to display the sound on there. What I want, can you see here these images? I did the doodling on my sketchbook, all right, on paper, this one. Okay, so what I want to do, it is to create more ideas. Okay, I just want to create more the ideas. Yes, now I think it's back, the sound. Just let me know. Okay, see here. It's back now. I want to create more ideas basically, and then select the best one that I like most. Because in the past year, I feel like I was trying to create one idea and trying to vector, and I was not always happy with my idea, because it's very pressure to draw in the live stream and then the vector to do 1 hour. I was feeling very over pressure, and I was not very happy. That's why I want to make things more simple, in the way that I feel like, hey, I like this idea, I want to follow this. Just to let you know that this was a photo that me and Sarah, my girlfriend, we went to Rio de Janeiro in the past month. So this is my saved message on Telegram, where I sent to myself the images. But just to let you know, this is what I want to do more, and I want to see you guys doing as well. So basically, let me open here this. The doodling consists in create ideas, quick ideas, okay, quick ideas. And then you can create, for example, 3 drawings. It can be 3 ideas. or even more, and then we can select, refine, and then you can, last of all, you can vector. Okay, you can vector. Because I want to experiment different ways to create. For example, I don't want to, I'll be honest with you, I don't want to focus only to teach vector here. I want to focus more in the creative side. I want to experiment more paintings. I was doing here some experimentation with Affinity about shapes and paintings. Then I want to do this more in my personal way. So okay, I think this explains pretty well what I want to bring here about this channel. Okay, and I hope that this will make me feel a bit let's say light and happy, because I was not so happy the way that I was doing. I was feeling very over pressure and was not very good for me. And let me back to the next one. The courses. So basically I made a masterclass. I need to open here. Let me find here. The masterclass is the Vectorize Club, but that case it is a super class, no subscription, where I teach about Affinity. I need to open here the website. Just hold on a sec, because this one. Hold on. Where is? It's here. Basically, just let me open here. In this class, I made everything about Affinity, teaching the tools, the navigation, the vector techniques, and also here I've placed all the lessons that is already uploaded on there. You're gonna learn about the fundamentals, what is vector, panels, navigation, layers, view modes. My gosh, there are many, more than 20 hours, I guess, because this is my life. Basically, I made my life here in this course. It's different from the club, right? Because this is our one single role. There is no community over this course here. There is no community. It's only you and me with the course. You learn from that, and that's good. And I teach a lot here, many things. And if you want to learn about Affinity, you can get this course. But this is what I want to bring. I don't want to focus here in this channel, in this live stream that I want to do here, in these challenges about Affinity. Okay, of course you're gonna learn as I do, of course, but I don't want to explain very systematically each functionality. So if you want to learn about Affinity, get the course. If you want to get, for example, more creativity, more skills, this is what I want here on this channel, more creativity. All right, we're gonna focus more in drawing, composition, storytelling, and use 3D as reference. So this is what I want. I want to develop skills, because if, let's say, if your Affinity somehow doesn't get good, or I stop to use Affinity, what would happen to me is this channel? Would I delete this channel? Would I delete my Vectorize Club because of the Affinity? I don't want to rely my channel to Affinity. I'll be honest with you, 100% honest with you. I want to see people stay with me here because the way that I teach art, I teach designs, how they can make solutions instead of just buy the software. But of course, our ground is Affinity, so we're not gonna leave Affinity. But if I feel like there is a better app than Affinity, and I feel like it's better for me, I will start to use this new app. Can you understand what I mean? So I don't want to rely about Affinity. This is what I mean. And here, about these courses, you're gonna learn technical aspects, tools, and functions. All right. So, of course, if you have any questions during my lessons here, during my live, you can ask. I will answer you, but I'm not going to focus on technical aspects. Okay. I hope you understand. So, my skills that I want to really develop, is more drawing skills. I think that with more you draw, more ideas, let's say, creativity comes when you draw more. It's same when you write. Okay, let me bring here. Write, read, draw. This is all good. This is what you need for this year. If you develop this, let me open here. If you develop these 3 skills, drawing, write, and read, my friend, you're gonna be a master. You're gonna be better, somehow. It's gonna be good. The composition, the storytelling, I want to explain about the storytelling, alright? It is related, for example, let me open it here, Affinity. Storytelling. This guy here is a monkey, okay, that it is, I was thinking, is a postman monkey. He delivers letters. So I want to bring more story instead of just creating, a character without having nothing. Basically, this is what I was doing more. So I want to bring more feeling. I want to bring more story, more composition to my designs. And that's why before we start to vector things, before you vector, you need to have the idea. You need to have the sketch. The only way to have the idea, it is by creating things from your head. But don't worry, alright? If you are a student, if you are learning here from me, I want to provide you my ideas. I want to provide you this prompt. For example, I want to provide you the monkey week. Okay? So, for example, this week, I think that should be better the next week, because today is not going to be possible for us to do today the monkey in the nice way that I want. So basically, let's say the next week we're gonna do the monkey challenge. So I want to see you doing your ideas, and if you want, you can get my idea that I want to share with you. Okay, let's say I want to bring this to you on the club, all right? So I will send it to you these ideas, and then you can grab it to yourself and create from there. That's all fine, okay? Let me back here. That's why I want to bring this storytelling, to bring more story to my characters. And last of all, not less important, but healthy. I think healthy is what we want. Okay, but that case, try to enjoy more, and work less. I think that in this society we are working so much more than years ago, and I'm noticing this because I'm 27 and I just want to get retired already. I'll be honest with you, because there's so much over pressure over society to to get to success over work. No, I don't think that this is good. And the guru productivity, I don't know that it doesn't work now, because I think that you need to have a balance and have free time, because in the past year I didn't had any free time. I'll be honest with you, no free time. I just had the free time when I went to Rio de Janeiro in the past month here with my girlfriend Sarah on the Rio de Janeiro. We stayed on there in 1 week. It was very good for my health, my mental health. And make some sports. Pick up some sport that you like. Can be in my case, I like to do jiu-jitsu. Something like fighting. I like. And yeah, I'm being honest with you. I'm 27, and I'm still feel like, oh my gosh, I'm getting so I'm feeling very old already. I mean, I just want to retire. But now, hopefully, having this plan here, I hope that things will get better this year, because I want to do less. I mean, less but better, with quality. Okay. Yeah, I think this explains pretty well what I want for this year, and also for the club. I think, if you are here, I think that you are on the club, because most people that watch my lessons here, most of them, really like my tutorials, and I really want to thank you a lot for your support, even when I'm not feeling good, with myself. So my energy was, sometimes not so good, but things happen, bad things happen in life. So as you have a lot of contact with me, perhaps you're gonna feel like some personal thoughts, but we need to understand that the community, we are friends. We have a great contact with each other. We help each other, but don't take things too personal, right? Because in case that you get disappointed with me with some things that I say, try to go with more a teacher direction, like a school, because the community is more a school. Okay, it's more a place that we grow together in the community side. But I just want to let you know that don't get very personal. Okay, don't get things too personal. Let's keep, I think, a little bit professional. Okay, but of course having fun but professional. Okay, I'm saying this because many people send a message to my direct to to have a contact with me, and I want to help you directly, of course, but let's try to keep things in what really matters. But here I just want to update you once again about the challenge. So this month I want to do here the jungle challenge, okay, which means that case the next week we're gonna do, oh, it was supposed to be today, but we will not have time to do this today. It's gonna be the monkey, all right, the monkey. So the doodling class is gonna be the monkey, which means that I want to see you make some drawings for the monkey, and of course I want to do this in the next week with you, and also I'll do my new process showing you how I will vector. It's not gonna be very different from what I already do, of course, but I want to experiment some new techniques. And also here, I was having here these 2 sketches, but I'm planning to do more, all right, because I want to refine this idea, this monkey messenger, something like this. This is what I'm thinking more about it. So yeah, and then look, just to update you, and then we're gonna have next week a new prompt, then a new one, and then this last week of the month we're gonna have the deadline to send to the club. If you're not at the club, you can send to my Instagram, right? Because on the club we have the chat where you can submit your prompt, okay, your image, just to let you know. Here people on the club send their design, and then we give feedbacks. If you want to have my personal feedback, you can send in my direct, okay. Here you can have my chat, yeah, and then I can give you directions. This is something that will help you a lot in your workflow. And then the next month we're gonna have others things that I will explain during these upcoming weeks. Yeah, I think that's all. Okay, as I said, this is just a more introduction for this year. It's not about a tutorial, okay. It's more to share with you here my thoughts, what my struggles, what I want to develop more here. Let me know if you have any questions, please. I'm very happy to see what you have on there. Meanwhile, let me just bring here to this big topic. Nick is saying here, monthly deadline is much better than weekly deadline, as the rush and sudden panic on the wages isn't there. Exactly. Just to explain my point about having a deadline. Okay, deadline is good because you know that you have a commitment to do, and then because if you don't have a commitment, it's hard to do. So that's why we have a deadline. But you don't need to have send this project here in the next week. Okay, all right, no worries. You can send in the end of this month, because I don't want to make you guys over pressure or overwhelming, and even myself. Okay, I don't want to make you feel over pressure, because I know you don't have time. I also don't have a lot of time, but this is my work. This to share my knowledge, show my process. Where should we send our work? Well, you can send in my Instagram, all right? Feel free to send in my Instagram, because on there I'm, having the people in direct. And if you're on the club, it's gonna be easier, right? Because here on the club, I just get from here, okay, the images, and then I plan to place the images in the end of the month and build our vectorized gallery, all right? So your art will be displayed in our gallery, okay? So this month is gonna be the jungle, which means that the topic is gonna be related to something like jungle. And of course, I don't want to spoiler the next prompts, because it's gonna be weekly release prompts, like we did on the vector. Like people really like it the way that we did, and then we're gonna focus more on the jungle. Okay, it's gonna be very nice. So explain again. If you are on the club, it's gonna be very easy for us to get your design on the chat. Okay, very easy. But if you are not on the club, send to my Instagram. Okay, because on there I will be have your image on there, and then I can place here on the on the string when I'm getting into the review. Okay, questions? Okay, funky monkey. Well, it depends. Okay, I plan to, of course, as doodling. Okay, what means doodling? Let me explain more. Let me just hold on. Let me place this. If you don't know what is doodling, doodling basically is something that is fun. All right. Let me bring here this image. Oh, this one here is very nice. Doodling is this basically. Okay, is when you create a more freedom, right, without having very professional aspects. I mean, it's more for fun. Okay, that's why I want to call this as doodling class. This year we want to have doodling class because I want to make this more for a friendly tutorial, not exact tutorial, but a friendly live. And let me see, should we start with doodling or direct to vector drawing? Well, as I like to explain, I will be honest with you, don't vector directly, okay? Vector is a process. Vector, it is something that, for example, here, if I start to vector without having the idea, it would be very hard for you to come up with with a composition. It's hard, okay, to just build the idea like that without having the plan. It's same when you build a house without the architecture or the plant. It's gonna be hard. That's why I want to see you guys doing the doodling. But of course, you have the two stages for doodling. We have the sketches where you're gonna have the ideas, okay, and then we're gonna have the vector stage. The vector stage is when you're gonna render, which means that here, for example, let me show you an example, right? I will show you this example. Let's say that you have this guy, and what you need to do, for example, you need to vector this. Of course, if you want to make this in vector, but in that case, let's make here. I will start to do this. I'm using, I'll just show you, I'm using more improvements over the app. So here, let's say, this is what you're gonna do. I'm gonna doodle in vector. Here, creating these shapes. Oh, let me create from here and here. Okay, and then you're gonna vector things one by one. Very simple. Look, just example, right? Okay. Oh, how nice it is. Here, let me add this. No preference for now, just to show you. And then here, this shape for now, and then this one. I will draw here the body, and then I can do this, for example. Here, more or less. Here. Can you see the curve is not perfect, but we are just vectorizing over the areas, just to show you. This is doodling. Of course, I want to refine the design. I want to make some, here. Oh, look. In how many? I think less than 1 minute I made this. Oh, this doodling. Here. This is what I want, basically. Here. I'm refining the idea by creating the shapes. Look. Okay. If I hide here, of course the result perhaps will not be the best one, but look, can you see? And then what costs time when you are vectorizing? It is when you refine, right? It takes time to change the nodes, and I don't want to take huge time to refine things. And that's why I want to do more with more freedom. Okay, but if you want to do with paint tool, let's say I want to use the paint tool technique, which is the low poly technique. Feel free, okay? Feel free to vector in the way that you feel comfortable. Here, like that, and then you can have more control with the curves. This one here, paint tool technique. Convert this to curve, and there you go. Okay, as you can see here, and then you can I call this more modeling. Okay, a low poly modeling now, 2D modeling, where you create the nodes and then you model the shapes. Okay. About colors, if you want to add colors, of course you can add colors, all right? Because later, let's say you make all the fill. Okay, let's say you add the fill color. For example, let me apply here a color below. I will add here color in this area for now. Just show you. Feel free. Oh, look, you can add the color by doing this. You don't need to, because if you are doing doodling like I'm showing you right now, what's gonna happen is that if you try to fill these areas, look what's gonna happen. So there is a technique that I want to experiment, which is going to be something like more this, where I do the lines, and then I grab the areas, you know, for example here, this area, the body. I will do a layer, okay, a layer here below, that case, with the fill, just the fill. Look, I'll do this. This will be the body. Oh, you see. Let me apply here the color. Now it's gonna work. Use a fill, but I need to apply below the lines. Below the lines, and there you go. Oh, look at this. There you go. I will apply here the body. Can you see? And then you can add the fill to this area here. Let's say I want to add this over here. So you add the color and change here. It's a bit different, right? It's a bit different from the way that I was used to do, but I want to experiment different things. But basically here, the lines are above of the fills. So we're gonna have here the lines, all right? Oh, let me show you. This for line art is the very easiest way. Can you see? We have, can you see now? We have the line, and then we're gonna have the fill. The nice thing is that I want to explore in that situation. Okay, let me make this stroke less strong. Let me show you. Let's say like this, less opacity here. What I want to do as well in my situation here, it is to color more, you know, make the shadings. Feel free to use shadings in vector, right? But I feel like this year I want to focus a little bit more in paintings. I feel like it's easier, you know, it's more comfortable somehow to paint in raster. Oh, look, I can paint like that, and then I can, let's say, add here more light. Okay, this area I'm adding more light here, like that. And then of course this area here, this could be a shape, right? So if I want to have a shape here, I can go on designer persona, and then I can create a shape in this area here. You see now. Look, this is not a tutorial, right? I'm just explaining here a little bit about the process. Here, for example, this area, I have this one. Let's say that I add this guy here. Activate the stabilizer because it makes my line a bit better. Oh, look at this. So I have here the shape, right? I will apply here below over the colors. Yeah. And then basically, instead of, you know, using the vector for rendering over the shading, I can easily use the paintings. That case, for example, here I could paint like this, you know, I can make this even. So if I hide right now look, the color, you know, appearing on here. So this mocha can be very nice as well. So if I do this as well, look, the eyes in painting can be in painting, you know, the eyes, mouth. So it's going to depend in the way that you want to render. But this was just overview, right? And the process in few, you know, minutes about the process that I want to see. Let me see here the chat. Hold on a sec. Let me open to this one. Here this camera thing is better. Should we start? Okay, of course, start with well, feel free, right? You can send the sketches, the idea if you want to share, but at the end, we're gonna have only one image, right? You don't need to create many monkeys or, you know, prompts. I think the idea it is to focus more over the best one that you like most, basically, right? And I don't want, of course, create rules, make you, not upset, but overwhelmed about the amount of things. That's why I want to simplify. And the quick ideas, all right, this area here, doodling, is to create quick ideas. Okay, 3 ideas is fine. And the vector is the rendering, right? Feel free, rendering. You don't need to do vector. A vector is a process that I do to make shapes. Okay, only for shapes now. And the rendering, the shading, which is the light, shadow, or color. These guys here, you can decide what you want. Okay, I don't want to tell you guys, hey, you need to use the vector to do. No, not at all. Right? I think that you need to have the freedom to choose what you feel comfortable, because we are not the same. We are different, right? But what we want to align to, have this community having a great a year and practicing together is to have the doodling. Okay, 3 ideas, grab the one that you like most, and then you go to these areas right here below. Can you understand? It's easy. I hope so. I hope that I've explained it very well about this challenge that I want to bring. Nice. So 3 per month, my friend. Let me bring here more questions, because I think that's all. So it's gonna be very nice, because I want to bring not only characters. We're gonna have objects. All right, we're gonna have some situations or some storytelling, but it's gonna be very simple storytelling. Right? I don't want to make a huge scene that takes, let's say, 2 or 3 weeks of stream. I don't want to have this, but I'm still planning. For example, that's because I want to have already the sketch, okay, but I want to explain my decision over that sketch, because I like to sketch when nobody's seeing me. I'll be honest with you. I like to have my freedom, no pressure about time, because here on the live, I need to follow the time, because if the live gets more than 1 hour, people start to be upset with me. So I don't want to like to feel over pressure about sketch. Of course, for the rendering, okay, I can go a bit faster, but this is what I don't want to have in this year. I don't want to feel over pressure, okay? That's why I want to have the sketches already prepared, my ideas on there already, so it's easier to show you my process, okay? And at the end of this, that case, this stream, I want to review our design here on the live stream. Okay, it's gonna be very nice. I wanna show to people your design. If you want to to see your design being displayed here on this channel, it's gonna be very nice. And yeah, I think that's all. Questions, my friend. Where is the music? I don't know where is the music. Let me bring here back this one. Detail, or do you ever use a vector shape or only to render with pixel person? Hello, Slice Keeper. Right. Yeah, my friend, hit the like button here. This one. Thank you, Nikki. Well, it really depends. I usually, let me show you some examples here. This one. Hope that my video will not crash. This one here. I have this. No, my assets that I did. This one here, I really like this one, because I made the idea, or the sketch, and then I made the vector, and then I made this detail here it is in painting pixel, all right, and the shapes are in vector, because it's very hard to create a really solid shape with raster, because you need to erase, it's kind of hard. So that's why I want to make the shapes in vector, and then I want to explore more the shadings in raster. This one here, I made this shadow in vector, all right, but I could easily apply the Gaussian blur, and let me apply here the Gaussian blur. Can you see? I could do this, okay, But you can see that it takes a bit of time to draw the shape, and then you need to apply a new effect. Instead, okay, that's why I want to go more with the pixel, because instead of applying this technical aspect, I want to do this. I want to, for example, here I'm here selecting this area. I will grab this color, and then I will start to paint here. Let me bring this here inside, and then I can paint here. I can have this. It's a bit faster result, right? It's a bit faster when you paint like that. All right. Yeah, this is what I want. I want to make this in solid. Well, grab a brush. I'm gonna use these brushes that is available right now on my Ultimate Masterclass. Okay, it is on there. This will not be placed on the ground road. So for example, I'm painting like that. Can you see? It's faster. If you try to vector like this, it can take times. And vector I really love, but you know, it makes your workflow to make details a bit slow compared to paintings. Okay. What about resizing? Well, you can create a big document. All right, you can create a document in these settings here. I like to use this one, KFAD and 144. So if you are painting, let me make this background here just to explain and solve here the questions. If you are painting right now, let's say I'm painting here in raster, we will lose the quality. Let's say I'm painting like this. Okay, nice. I don't know what I'm doing here, just to have this, you know, sketch here idea. So this could become a character, you know, I don't know, a hair here. Okay, character here using a scarf, and there you go. So if I made this and resize, look, what's gonna happen is that we will not lose the quality. We will not lose the quality. Why this is happening? I will tell you why. It's because Affinity here, it is, you know, it is making this in the vector, you know, a view. But if you click here on top, pixel view mode and resize, of course you're gonna see that your image will get pixelated. Can you see? So try to avoid to create the pixel in small canvas, you know, small size, because you're gonna notice that, for example, here I'm creating the painting like that. Let me do this and deactivate this. So let's suppose that you are creating, you know, the pixel or painting something like this. Yeah, like that. So if I resize this, can you see the pixel? If I resize this, they will keep in that size. You will start to notice that even if you resize, you're gonna lose, you know, not lose, but you start to notice the pixel because it's more zoomed. Okay, that's why, to avoid to have the pixel pixelated, you will create a bigger canvas, you know, with high DPI. Don't rely about vector with the fear of, you know, losing quality. If you create a big project, I mean, a good resolution, we will not have problem with, you know, scaling. For example, if you are using Procreate, that case, and imagine that they print that amazing images, but they are using pixel. Don't be afraid, all right? The vector mode, I mean, here on top, yeah, you have this on iPad, but it is on the navigator as far as I remember. But here, you know, it's just view, all right? It doesn't make your pixel in vector. I just want to let you know, it's just the view. Okay, this is just a way to preview. And again, okay, I explained this much more over the course, over the masterclass. Okay, I explained on there how the difference works. Okay, he's working on Windows. Vector mode is that. No, Nenad Mejladnovic. I think his question was about if this function have on iPad, I guess. So can you guys understand what I mean about this? So don't worry about using raster, about losing quality, unless if you follow what I'm teaching you right now. I'm showing you, make big documents. I mean, this one is fine, okay? New file, KFAD, and then set to 144. This one. And of course, if you do this, don't make small images. Don't make image very small like that. So you're gonna have pixelation. Use a considerable space. Let's say this one here is fine. You can use this space, because if you use a small space, it's gonna be pixelated. And this one big, more pixel means more quality. Let's say quality. Okay, nice. Okay, let me see here the complaints now about Affinity. Guys, some situations is happening over Affinity new version. My one is not crashing a lot, but some situations it's crash. But I will tell you, if you have problem, go to the forum. All right, I will send you the link here, the forum, so you can report your problem. Let me show you. Forum Affinity, because on there they will get your report and they will try to solve the problem. So you can go here. Let me show you my screen again. This is the forum, forum.affinity. So you go here in Affinity support, okay, and then you can report your problem. Here, report as well. I'm telling you this because it's hard for me. I don't know what I can do. If of course, if I know what I can do, but it's more about the developers, all right? It's much more about the developers. So go to the forum, and then you can post your problem, let's say, explain what's happened. And what we can do, like I said in the beginning, of this video. Here, let me see. It is to have patience to wait, then to upgrade, upgrade more and fix the bugs, because I got some bugs in the at the beginning of the past month. I was getting really upset. But then they fixed it because of the Windows, but we need to have patience. That's it. Mikael Leme, let me see here. We will teach techniques about different cartoon styles, manga, chibi, realistic. Well, I will be honest with you. I will try to not teach many different styles, because I already did that, over the tutorials. If you look my Vectorize Club tutorials, I have many different styles. In that case, I don't want to, focus in something that, let's say, I'm not very good, or I'm not, so I want to focus more in what I feel like I like most, in that situation, because I want to let people do what they like most. If you want to do manga style, if you want to do chibi, it's all about, up to you, okay? And that's why I want to make these lessons in something more, something aligned to my style, all right? I want to make something that it is reflecting my identity. Like this one here, when I did this one here, I really like to make this one. So if I made this in style like, cartoon or things, what I can show in the end of the string, it is that, hey guys, you can apply, the stroke, and you can have a more cartoon style. Look, you can see, it is not very difficult to change the style here on Affinity. So this is what we can do to explore more a different kind of topic. But in that case, I want to do something that reflects in my identity, something that I'm very happy to do, let's say to share as my portfolio. Okay, yeah, things like that. I hope this answer right. This one here, I really like this because I made in my style. This is more cartoon, but for gaming, I really like this one. So I have different styles, so you will see me doing different stuffs. I will not be always doing the same thing. Some of it I will do with outline, others will be with gradients, like this one. Yeah, things like that. Or this one, I really like this. This one, many people really like this style. And yeah, this is what I want to do. Guys, I think that's all. I'm saying goodbye a long time, but I'm very happy to answer your questions. Anyway, okay. Yeah, that's it, guys. Really, thank you. I hope that you really like this. Not a lesson, alright. Don't want to call this as lesson because I don't know if I teach you enough here. But I hope that I've opened this year with my being me, what I'm happy to share with you here, what I want for this channel, and most important of all is having fun. Is to enjoy and not doing many things, is doing less but with quality. Okay, and yeah, that's it. I don't have many things to say. If you want to see more what I want to say, you can replay the video and watch again. All right, that's it, guys. See you next week. All right, we're gonna do here the monkey. We're gonna start the official challenge for the next week, and I'm very looking forward to see your result. And don't forget to join the club if you are not on there. Take care and bye bye, guys. See ya.